All right, online business vlog number like something 30, 25, I don't know, somewhere around there, maybe. So I haven't done one of these in a while, probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe since I was homeless. Maybe the last one was when I unhomelessed myself, perhaps. I don't know. I think it was, I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Which probably means it's been a while. So what's going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. I'm ill. I've gotten the diseases, all of the sick, and it's pretty brutal, not gonna lie. I literally, it's like 4 in the afternoon. I slept all day. I got no work done. I've been sick for about a week, and that's no good. I've been waking up at 6 a.m. anyway, so that's been cool. But yeah, I kind of just wake up, work on the app a little bit. It's coming a very long way. That's kind of my focus this semester is app, and then like start putting like content on YouTube. I don't really count this as content. This is just me yelling at a camera. But oh wait, yeah, because then what I can do is if I build up enough of a following on YouTube, that can become a little bit possibly of a market, people to market my app to. So that could be cool. I will say I'm totally like screwed in my classes. I got 4 classes this semester. I got electronics design lab, pretty cool class, but very difficult. Circuits 2, which isn't too bad, but it's tough. Laplace transforms and the like. I got embedded circuits or embedded software engineering. That one's really cool. That's like, I'm using C, we're using pointers, which I haven't used in a super long time, and you're creating like, you have basically a circuit board and you write code that like can find certain things on the circuit board and do stuff. So you're accessing like clocks and you're accessing like physical components and coding to them, or using code to access and operate them. Very different from app development, but still coding, so I really enjoy that. Discrete mathematics is the last class. Right now we're studying propositional logic, which is pretty cool. I think we'll go into some statistical shit, proofs, we'll do some coding. We're gonna use Python. We're using this program called Z3, which I'm pretty sure is like an AI, like knowledge library. I'm pretty sure I've used it before, and basically what it's able to do is represent statements as propositions and then as like variables, and then use logical statements in order to extract new knowledge. So it can say like P implies Q, Q if and only if R, which is the like a hard implication, I guess. And then if you like give it those two things, it could generate the statement P implies R, right? Because if Q is true, if and only if R is true, and P implies Q, which means if P is true, then Q must be true. There are more possibilities, but because you can do your truth tables, you got like four options there. It's like it's a whole thing. But then it can go in and say like, okay, well then if like P implies Q, and Q, like if Q is true, then R has to be true, then P implies R. So that's cool. And then those can represent statements. Anyway, I'm just talking about classes here, and I don't think that's necessary because I'm like dreading them. I don't want to talk about classes. Oh my god, dude, I'm so far behind from being sick all week. And just okay, that's something I want to talk about. It's like a point of contention for me. I've been just like cranking on this app, and it's coming a long way, and I just implemented subscriptions, and I realized now that I have them, it's like, dude, one subscription is like I'm doing $12 a month, and with all the additions that I'm doing, I think it's worth $12 a month. if I can get just 1,000, let's say 12, 1,200, 1,200 paying users, I'm literally making like 10 grand a month, right? And that's like after 12, so 12, I get 12,000 users. That's gonna be $2,400 a month, $24,000 a month. Holy shit! Because $12, oh man, and I'm an engineer. $12 for 1,000 users, it's gonna be $1,200. Yeah, that's not as good as I thought it was earlier. Is that right? No, $12 a month, 1,000 monthly users. That's $12,000. Jesus Christ. Wait, was I just saying 12 times 1,200 was 24,000? What am I saying? Okay, but it's $12,000 times 1,000. Gee whiz, man. I'm struggling here. This is tough for me. Like, I loved my schedule last week. I want to just get up and freaking go. I want to go back to kickboxing. I want to keep working on this app. I'm sitting here like trying to like code, and I'm like passing out. I'm like, no, please, I must finish. But it sucks because I'm so like, my mind is so cloudy that like I keep fucking up my code because I'm confused. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. This is terrible, absolutely terrible. But I'm doing my best, I'm inching forward for sure. But yeah, what else? Anyway, so I've totally been neglecting school. I'm so far behind in school, not only because I'm sick, but also because I've totally been neglecting it. I think like I like digital logic or discrete mathematics. I like embedded software engineering. Those two I'm doing pretty good in, and I'm like consistent with. I'm not behind. Electronics design lab I'm super far behind on, and same with circuit analysis. I'm not behind, but I can tell I'm gonna be behind just because I haven't been like staying caught up with the content, and it's tough content. So I should probably be doing a lot of review on my own, but it's like I just feel so dead inside when I do school. It's like, why am I doing this? It doesn't feel like it's moving me towards anything. Whereas working on this app, it's like, man, this is something real, this is something I can put out there, and it can make people's lives maybe just a little bit better, and it can give them this useful tool to learn about and understand themselves better by using the Stoic Mentor, by chit-chatting with this guy. And it's like I can also make hella money off of that, and that's why I'm doing school. And like I was just saying, dude, $12 a month, 1,000 users, right? That's $12,000 a month, right? So at that point, after tax and fees, I'm probably at like 9 grand, if not 10 grand. I don't know how much taxes are, but I'd say $2,000 for taxes and fees. That sounds accurate to me. So it's like, I actually really don't know. I have no idea. I'm just pulling shit out of my ass. But the point is, it's like, that can be somewhere upwards of $10,000 a month. And it's like, that's already like a 6-figure income, literally by just like maintaining the app, keeping it, rolling out some regular updates, adding a little new feature, fixing a little thing, keeping people engaged. It's like, user retention. That's what I got to work on. So that's one thing that I'm going to work on soon. Is I've been working on this app. I'm adding like really detailed journaling features. So it's like you can kind of go in there and you put in your reflection, and then your reflections are divided into by year and by month. And then you go in, you select your year, which is just like a swipe page. You can swipe back and forth, and you got different years. Swipe up to the current year. Then you go to the current month or any past months, and it stores all of your reflections in there divided by week of the month. And then at the end of each one, you have your weekly reflection beneath like the list of the reflections you entered that week. So that's like, I feel like that's user retention in the sense that it creates like a long-term structure. So people see this and they're like, okay, well then I've got my weekly reflection, then I have my monthly reflection at the bottom where you can click on that and it'll use AI to generate a summary of your month. Same with the weeks. And then you can discuss your entire month with that AI. And then on top of that, you can go into, maybe I'll add like yearly reflections at some point, right? And it's like all of that creates like a system for long-term user retention, right? Because they're going to come on there and they'll be storing all these records in there, and over time the AI will get to know them better and better based on all of their monthly reflections, and there'll be a lot of utility in kind of investing in that in the long run, right? It kind of like locks you in almost. And then, so what I need to focus on though is short-term like user engagement, and to get them using that app every day. So I'll probably put in like evening reflection template, morning reflection template, daily reflection templates. I want to add notifications to say like, hey, what are you thinking about right now? And you store those things, and those are stored in like your daily reflection or whatever. I think, yeah, what are you thinking? What are you doing? What are you feeling? Cognitive triangle type shit. I want to also add like pathways or exercises, which are like more directed exercises that the AI might generate or might point you to based on your reflections. Using like Stoic principles, I'll probably extract a lot of ideas out of two of these books that I have over here on Stoicism. How to Think Like a Roman Emperor and Designing the Mind, both very Stoic, and both kind of have like exercises to go through. So I'll emulate those or use those as like a guiding point. I also bought this book. What is it? Ooh, that book's getting fucked. It's just like a cognitive behavioral therapy workbook. So I bought that. Can throw some CBT stuff in there. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Anyway, I feel conflicted focusing on the app. It's like, it's productive, but it's not school. And I feel like school is it just has such arbitrary standards of success. Whereas with like online business, it's like just make something people want and you're good and you get what you want and you get as much out of it based on the amount of time that you put in. And it's like, that's dope. But I feel like, I don't know, school is just, you got this assignment, you got that assignment, you got one assignment, you're stressing about it, and then you get it in by the hair of your chinny chin chin. And it's like, you kind of have to stress about these things, otherwise you won't do it, because it's not like it's not fun, but it's like coding's fun. Making apps or app development, that's fun, but this stuff is just not fun. It's just like you have to read all of these instructions. There's no creative engagement. We'll get to that soon though, I think, with engineering. I don't know. It's tough, but there is a nice social aspect to it. I've got like lab partners for most of my classes. Not necessarily like assigned, like you just kind of like, hey, let's go meet up at the library and do labs. And that's fun to work on this stuff with people, to kind of make it social. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I guess like my biggest concern is graduating with like a low GPA and all of this work done on this app, and maybe the app doesn't go as far as I think it could. And then, I'm sitting there with like a failed online business and like a terrible GPA. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to put so much time into school that I don't build the online business at all. But I mean, I could probably just find some balance. That's all I got to do, is just find that balance and have some discipline. Say, hey, no coding, do school. I guess that's what I have to do. I was actually going to work on the app after this, but I think I have to just do some homework. All right. Well, that's all, folks.